人一前一后，但是卡的时间不是很久，帕萨吃开个树，往下坡这个位置走，海明的兵团还有10几秒的时间，继续再跟有毒球还能粘，哎，最后一下普攻带走。
主要也是上路酱油。
Elected to help out no one in this mid lane. The Underlord with the Atrophy Aura is going to be successful against most melee heroes.
And there's not a whole lot of room to be able to get away from this, the flames of the Underlord, right? You just gotta, in the mid lane, there's not a whole lot of maneuverability in that regard.
Yeah, Ramses is going to take some damage, but with the help of the Chen here, going to beat back 2 heroes. Roger on this Chen is such a beast.
It's kind of interesting that VP are not trying to employ the Sand King Chen dual lane that we've seen so many times. Instead, feeling like the Sand King wouldn't really match up right against the Venomancer, they put the Lifestealer here instead. Now, top lane, we are going to have Solo rotate over, see if they can get the kill on Miracle, which they will. Now, GH is completely surrounded Solo, so we will at least be able to get a rebuttal here. But it's VP who walk away with the core kill.
Yeah. And this bottom lane is not going well at all from Matoma Man. Ramses is getting aggressive. He wants to try to get the dive on. Is Roger going to nuke him?
Now he does have that Shadow Realm, so Curl can dodge some of this damage. So they're going to force it out of him.
Ramses, though, with his deep dive. Matoma Man forced under the tower. Can't really help out. Free farm for 2 of the cores so far on the side of VP. And we see VP are paying attention to the other games. They're going to try to be aggressive in the laning phase. Pick up as many wins here as possible.
I know this meta feels like maybe the laning phase is too important, but boy, does it make for an exciting start to Dota. As every single game, we have a lot of action in every single one of these laning phase. Very rarely is a lane just totally written off and given up. You could see even this top lane where the Disruptor makes that kind of rotation. Feeling good about bottom lane as well, Virtus Pro. They do have to watch out, though. This is one of the powers of the Prophet, not just to be able to pressure lane and pressure tower, but TP in and help assist some of the other lanes if the time is right. So
I just don't see how they're going to be able to kill Ramses at bottom, even with the TP. He should almost always be able to get out, unless he overcommits with the Rage.
Yeah, even mid's going to be kind of tough, right? It's a Dragonite who's naturally...
He's got Quelling Blade too.
He's tanky, he's got a lot of regen, he's got a Quelling Blade to eat through the Sprouts, so...
They'd be ganking... They need the Tusk.
Yeah.
They need to bring minimum 2. They're going to do anything about this.
GH, not going to be spotted by this very aggressive ward between the Tier 1 and Tier 2 that VP placed earlier. Roger, though, is going to make a rotation into that mid lane. GH knows it's coming. And we'll see if we can catch Roger in an awkward spot here. Mind Control's going to get a lot of Firestorm damage. They're going to bring Miracle in with the Sprout. Now, man deep through the trees. Mind Control is easily going to help get the damage, and he'll get the kill, too. 3-1.
Yeah, it's going to be an easy pickup. They even went for the Satyr. Were successful in that, but they had to bring Miracle, who TP's back up to top, and he's going to get dove right now. The Tusk coming in, but they're going to go for the turnaround.
They absolutely can, too, with the shards. They can block in Solo. They do manage to snag him, but Pasha's going to beat back Miracle, so that means no damage dealer here. Snowball through. They're actually going to try and stall up the Sand King as best he can, but he's going for this kill on Miracle. Barry Fire, turnaround. He knows he can't outrun this one. The Sandstorm just outside of vision, but Miracle will live. Thanks to the Tango, Pasha does not have the mana, and nor does Mind Control, so they won't be able to get this kill very quickly. Pasha, can he actually walk away from this one somehow? His team is going to shrine up. Liquid's going to go back, but Pasha's already put himself in the trees and will TP out.
Right now, they try to go get a kill.
Matoma Man in the trees. Does not have a Gale to be able to slow down this pursuit. Gets a nice ward block off, but Ramses one step ahead of him. Managed to block Matoma Man into the trees. Matoma Man just throwing all his damage on Roger. Hoping that Kuro can get the trade, but looks like the ensnare may actually stop him. And now, Kinetic Field kind of hold him in. Shadow Realm TP out instead of going for the right click on Roger, which he probably could have gotten. He saves his own life.
Opted to try to get out rather than sacrifice. Would have been a pretty even trade overall, but I don't disagree with his decision. It's a big play up the top.
Look at that! That Ice Shard, he read that Pasha was going to go for the Burrow Strike out of those, and he actually placed the Shard specifically to catch Pasha, and it does result in a kill. That was a clever little play from GH.
Yeah, he was very patient there, and is going to get rewarded for those efforts. Liquid are moving around quite a bit. The static lanes were not working out for them. VP were taking advantage of that. especially this bottom lane, where Ramses continues to just thrive. Has not been touched in this game, 1-0. No one doing even better because Mind Control made that rotation up the top, and when they try to kill the Chen.
Our panel highlighted this matchup between the two bearded 4 positions, Roger and GH, and we can see already how important these two and their rotations are to this laning phase, and in turn, how important the laning phase is to this game.
Yeah. I think a problem for Liquid right now is that they can't pressure the other 2 cores on the side of VP in the laning phase, and even killing the Sand King has proved to be a little bit difficult for them, but they are going to grab the first tier 1 of the game.
Solo's going to be caught here into a Firestorm Snowball. He is dead. So Liquid, they had both their supports kind of chilling around there for a while.
Yeah. And this is so crazy that they have completely abandoned this bottom lane. I think they've made the same read and said we can't do anything about the Lifestealer. So the Nature's Prophet and the Venomancer instead are trying to get a push going as Roger's going to run in.
Stumbles into Roger here. He's going to get a snowball save on himself. Also has the Ice Shark to be able to block Roger in. See if he can actually get away from these creeps, and he will.
And the creeps.
Mind Control walks away with a killing spree for him. A full shrine for most of Liquid as well. Pretty value the fact that they're playing around each other so much. But it is leaving a Lifestealer and Dragon Knight totally free.
Lineup very static right now. It's also because they have a tower and they're down in tower 6-2, and they're still winning in gold. Just goes to show how much farm everyone's getting on this side.
At what point do we start
Winning in gold. Just goes to show how much farm everyone's getting on this side.
At what point do we start
Winning in gold. Just goes to show how much farm everyone's getting on this side.
At what point do we start
In gold. Just goes to show how much farm everyone's getting on this side.
At what point do we start Going to be caught by Mind Control once again. The bigger kill, though, being netted by VP as they manage to bring down the Venomancer on the low ground with a Chen rotation.
Yeah, you're going to get the tower too. No one came for that. Don't think they want to trade this mid tower for this bottom tower. There's a decent chance that they still try to make the TP in. It's not going to be very fast.
Here comes the TP back from no one.
Yeah, this is a tower that you should absolutely defend if you're VP, because Liquid can't kill these 2 core heroes if they come.
Bring down the
Ramses makes that same rotation. What are they supposed to do? And that's exactly where he's going to go for.
Yeah, now Solo's going to be an opportunity to catch an extra here. Hero Pasha is just going to throw down the epicenter to make sure they do kill Mind Control before he can get a Dark Rift off. We don't even try. And VP not going to find the +1 off the glove. Still though, great rotation by them.
It's not going to be very... Yeah, if the Lifestealer wasn't dying before his armlet, he's not dying after that.
Yeah.
That's why I would have been super surprised if VP give up that tower. It's the most important tower in the game. You're going to take that bottom one easily with the Chen anyways.
What is this?
Showing heroes mid.
Is he just going for a backdoor on the tower real quickly? The Ice Shard is going to be able to block Ramses' escape here. They're going to go for the kill. Pasha is going to try a nice infest jump over the Ice Shards there. Pasha Now TP'd in, glimpse back though.
Everyone from Liquid here, they want to try to battle Pasha. Gonna get snowballed in on GH.
Oh, gonna connect, feels static short. That's actually gonna be able to grab all of Liquid right now. Maybe VP the trees through this one for the treants. Now Pasha has to bro strike himself, barely gets ahead of those ice shards and will manage to escape. That was a close call there for VP. GH still looking for that extra kill, but his spells are still on cooldown.
That was sick from both teams. They stopped the pursuit. Miracle completely cuts off the pursuit with the Sprout. Both teams holding each other. The Disruptor got a really nice 3-man ult off, but doesn't really net either team really anything. Liquid do grab the tower. In this game, 12 minutes in, speaks to how close these teams are in skill. Gold lead is only 1k for VP after this point. Now they're going to smoke up at bottom. Solo and Roger. They don't have the Static Storm, but they think this combo alone should be enough to kill Matama Man, and they might be right. He's going to bring himself a salve. And if he comes into this jungle, Roger, he'll know. He's going to ping. He sees the Plague Ward place. He knows that Matama Man is still here. Pasha going to force the creep wave in. Maybe go for a pincer?
But the smoke is going to pop, and Matama Man immediately backs out. I wondered why they didn't try and wrap behind him.
It's because, and this is the best part about it, Mind Control and Kuro hit during that time.
Okay.
So when you have that many heroes missing off the map, of course from our vision we see where everybody is.
Yeah.
But if your cores are being smart, they won't show, and they might have thought that there was some kind of bait going on, because why else would the Venomancer still show up in the lane when Pasha's there?
And at the end of the day, it's still always going to be hard to kill that Venom, right?
Oh, look right here.
If he had Nova, which he didn't, if he has Nova, then all of a sudden Miracle comes in and can clean up that whole entire fight with an ulti and some right clicks.
This is the best thing about Underlord right now. The Firestorm allows you to go for this early Roche.
And the
active Fiora
will tank it for you.
Maybe they know about this? No.
Doesn't look like it.
Pasha's got a TP if they're going to defend this. Liquid have done this now in consecutive games, abusing this Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, last
Underlord.
time it was Helmadom Underlord. Oh, what a little snack there from GH. Walrus Punch is actually going to stop that TP. Now Ramsey's hit range is going to be out. He's going to have to try and armlet combo through 4 different heroes. That's not going to happen. He's going to get beaten down by Liquid pretty easily. What a snag there from GH.
Yeah, and Ramsey's going for the TP. Thought that Tusk was going to give up on that. You saw that the Tusk turns around thinking Ramsey's just going to walk out, but instead he saves for the TP. He gets the punch off through the rage. That was a hero that hasn't been touched for the majority of this game.
A big pickup. Vernis Pro still slightly ahead though, despite the death on the Life Stealer. Now the Fleet Dagger reveal with the Epicenter. And they've also got the Kinetic Field just to make sure that they lock Miracle and he can't outrun Pasha. They're going to try and come in with the Dark Whip though. Miracle's not dead yet. Solo's still committing to this one. Shard's going to come out, not enough to be able to save the Furion. They will at least catch Solo. Pasha's already blinked backwards to safety.
Yeah. I think Liquid so far have proven that they use Dark Whip offensively the most out of any team. Any sort of kill opportunity, they're using it. Most of the time we see it as a disengage tool. But Liquid use it very aggressively in this game. Paired with the Treants, you almost always have a vehicle for this. And Mind Control, they're going to wait for the Nature Prophet, and I think they're just going to go for the top tier 2 tower. Pasha already used the ulti, so his team fight contribution is going to be limited even with the Blink Dagger. And then here it is, the Nature Prophet comes in.
Pasha does have a burrow strike. The snowball might still hit him. He isn't going to be able to land. He is going to be able to blink away. They will go for this tier 2 VP. Doesn't look like... Well, maybe. There's 3 heroes behind this tower. Nah. Dragon Knight's not coming over. They don't have a Chen. Virtus Pro gonna give up another objective, it seems.
The weird part about this is that Liquid seems so content with allowing somebody on the side of VP to be farming at all times, and it doesn't bother them in the least. They just continue to execute their strategy, go for the 5-man. They were unconcerned when they left the Lifestealer alone for 3 minutes farming bottom with no one nearby. That's pretty unheard of.
Yeah.
And in a similar note, they're allowing Roger to just go completely untouched, and they've got Aegis, and they're thinking about it, and they drop a ward, and maybe that'll force them back as Miracle gonna deal with bottom first.
Yeah, there is the extra siege wagon that the Chen picked up.
He's looking for it right now. He sees the Nature's Prophet. He knows that there's 10 seconds minimum.
They have some decent vision. But Lifestealer Infest was down. Looked like he used it to kill the creep waves, so really need that hero if you want to be able to take a fight for VP.
Even though you're constantly getting farm on somebody, you still have to be ready to fight on the side of VP. Liquid are showing that they only want to take fights. They seem pretty unconcerned by the lack of farmer levels on their individual cores, and Ramsey's going to get opened up on.
They do have the Walrus Punch to stop the TP, so Ramses has to turn and fight against GH, but now he's going to be surrounded by too many heroes. Walrus Punch finally used, but Ramses going to be stuck. Another big pick off by Liquid. Pasha, odd about going for the Dark Will there. Covers his tracks with the Brambles though. And they already had the rotation coming out from Matumba Man, so Liquid playing fast. After they get that kill, they immediately head towards mid, see if they can get an extra pick off.
1 second with the Gale.
Gale lands onto no, and the Dart blocks it in as well. Now the Firestorm on top of the Dragonite. That percentage-based damage will cut him down in half. He's still going to turn and fight a little bit. Solo in the back line's caught by Miracle. He's dead. The snowball on through, hits the Dragonite as well. And VP are beginning to collapse.
They're just getting picked apart right now. They're not respecting the rotations from Liquid. Liquid are just finding solo pickoff after solo pickoff. They're getting whoever they want. This Lifestealer, if you give a Lifestealer this much farm, but all it takes is a Tusk holding on to the Walrus Punch to kill you, that is a disaster and happen 18 minutes in. They are threatening the tier 3 tower. VP, what is your response? Pasha's going to come in. He's got the ulti. Ramses wants to try to hop in, but they're going to lose the tower before they can make any sort of play.
The Gale out on him, slowing him down the smoke. Definitely spotted out there. Courier is actually going to die. That was the Chen Aghanim Scepter, I believe.
They're just going to lose Rax.
All right. VP.
They're smoked up. They want to find somebody. Solo's pushing forward.
Doesn't look like he's going to catch anything here. Roger already TP'd out. The snowball's not going to land in time. Thankfully, VP will not receive another pickoff.
That was like the weirdest sequence of events. It almost felt like Liquid lazily just ran down. VP obliged. There was no defense attempt at all. Heroes just continue to farm. It feels as though VP are lulled into the sense of just, well, we'll continue to outfarm them, and it's okay because somebody's getting farmed. And the worst part about that was the Chen, who did not participate in any engagement for the last 2 minutes, lost his Ags on the Courier.
I mean, I don't think we've seen a single Infest Burrow Strike game yet. Right? Like, VP gotta get on the offense sometimes. You can't just concede everything to Liquid.
They're just, everyone's farming right now. It feels like they're completely okay with all their cores farming. Not the type of VP that we're used to seeing.
Well, they're gonna be losing their, shrines now. With the wards slowly chipping away, they'll also take the vision off the map. Pasha looks like maybe he wants to cut some creep waves here, as he certainly can't really go for a kill at bottom. Miracle has the full backup of his team.
Yeah, we can't see how many smokes they have left. I'm not sure if they have any. They use one to try to set up, trying to catch Liquid on the retreat with the smoked up epicenter, but Liquid just ran away.
12-5, a 5,000 gold lead at 20 minutes in for Team Liquid. And it's going to grow too as they take this tier 1 and potentially tier 2. It seems like VP is willing to concede everything right now in exchange for more farm time.
Yeah, maybe at this point you can't fight. And Roger is still 1 minute away from that Courier respawning with his Aghanim. One of the better upgrades to Chen.
They really want that BKB for the Dragonite so they can have double magic immunity. The S and Y is almost complete for the Lifestealer as well, so there are some big ticket items that would change the team fight a lot for VP if they could just stall it out for another minute or so.
And look at Miracle's positioning with the Shadow Blade, trying to see if anybody will come onto the low ground, but nobody from VP going to oblige, and Liquid might be a little bit too much.
Oh, Dragonite, instead of going for the BKB, switched it up last second here, picks up a pint for this team fight as Pasha wraps around on Liquid. They need to be able to blow up a hero quickly, but the snowball's going to come in and stop the epicenter.
Oh no!
This completely kills the initiation from VP and Strand. Ramsey's out in the middle of nowhere. The Sprout trying to protect. GH will be able to get that one out. They have to get the Nova down before it goes.
Nice
Would save a lot. The Static Storm is doing a lot of work here, but they're chasing down Ramses, and there seems to be no interruption whatsoever from VP. Ramses almost caught, terrorized. Looks like he managed to keep himself alive thanks to the armlet. VP, though, didn't manage to kill anybody from Liquid after a failed initiation. No one's going to be caught trying to run away from the rest of Liquid. Ate the wrong tree, too, so he can't get out of this Sprout. And now VP, no one's going to be surrounded by these Liquid heroes. That will be a second death in this team fight.
Do you see that? Miracle didn't TP in, but he cast the Sprout?
Yeah, some sort of weird internet. Maybe he got glimpsed back or something on the Sprout.
I could imagine that. Alright, but another pickoff, and VP have yet to take a clean team fight.
The tension's been found again. Miracle.
Not like this.
Tries to get the Ancient Creep to slow him down. Does manage to pop the Shrine, but Roger doesn't have an easy way back to the base. And his tower is currently under siege. Yeah, Liquid's going to go away. GH tried to get a snowball out. Does get the Walrus Punch to interrupt Ramses and might be able to just survive again with the Pit of Malice holding in Pasha. Matama Man's trying to chase him down with the Ice Shards. Looks like they'll give up on it and go back towards the objective. VP, they may not have killed anybody, but they will at least have to heal, and that is more time for Liquid to focus on these objectives.
Yeah, Liquid gonna take another set of racks. All 5 heroes on the side of VP up, but just not able to fight this, even with the pipe pickup on the Dragon Knight. I like the adjustment that no one made. I think he presumed that that was the game-defining fight. If they could force Liquid back with this push strategy, maybe they could keep the game going for a little bit longer, but the rest of his team just can't really commit to these engagements, and Pasha getting slotted out there and stopping that engagement. That was rough for them.
Yeah, it certainly was. Just a little bit too close to one of those wards, and a snowball just in time. Miracle gets away from Ramses. Pasha is coming in.
He doesn't have vision, though.
He doesn't have any vision, so that is a pointless TP. He cancels it.
Wasn't close enough to the base either. Now he picks up the dust.
It feels like Roshan is a contest that has to happen for Virtus Pro. I'm not sure how they manage to keep that last set of racks alive if they give up Aegis and Cheese.
Yeah, they first have to deal with this top wave, and once they see Ramses, this will all but assure this Roshan. For Liquid, they have so much utility. The Underlord with the Greaves and the Pipe. You'll notice that the Tusk aggressively goes in because he's got a Solar Crest. He does not fear the damage. He knows that the backup is there. But Tumberman pops his ulti.
Okay, that must have been a misclick.
That was surely a misclick. That was his Axel too. Now he got the Centaur creep.
I'm not sure if Roger noticed that with the Centaur, but he did just say nice, so... Okay, Snowball isn't actually on Ramses, but now he's been orphaned up. He has to survive to get off the range and TP out all at once. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to do so. Tries to get a kill on GH, will succeed at least in that endeavor. And he does have a buyback, so he will be here for the defense of the high ground. But Liquid have an Aegis and Cheese and are pushing in fast.
VP, they're going to go for the smoke. I anticipate Ramses to go for the buyback as soon as the initiation happens. They don't want to
still up. Liquid. From out of vision, he's going to go for the epicenter play. Man's going to 2-man barrel strike. What a great setup for the Static Storm. That is good control. They need to be able to blow up a ton of men now. He pops his cheese, gets out of the silence, now can turn, but he's already been stunned up, and he's dead. Ramses gobbles him alive. Liquid, they are going to be losing this team fight. It's just a question of how many heroes. Mind Control's up next. Doesn't have a Dark Rift to be able to get away. He's dead as well. 3 down from Liquid. VP will hold.
Very nice hold from them. They had to make some kind of play. We would have liked to see that happen at that bottom lane, but it eventually is going to happen. Liquid, they're just trying to get to the tower, start their march with the Treants and the ward, but unable to get there this time around. VP head them off.
Is that going to be a first blitz? A Hooded Defiance Life Stealer?
Oh, here's the
Go back to the replay. Look at that force staff. He force staffs himself in position to be able to hit a line stun, allowing him to catch both Tumberman as well as Kuro, stopping the biggest team fight, right? Sure, Novo's already on cooldown, but Venomancer are still important in that regard, and the Terrorize is particularly arduous to play around.
GH is moving forward. He's going to get stunned up here, taking a lot of damage, but Miracle's here too.
They're going to try and go for Roger. He goes for a
canceled.
TP out. Snowball's going to be able to stop that one. Looks like they will be able to get the kill on Roger. He heals up a little bit longer, trying to just last. So that way they can try and get a counter kill on a GH, but Ramsey's already given up. Solo's TPing out as well. Buyback instantly from Roger, knowing that Liquid probably going to try and use those numbers advantage to go high ground once again.
Yeah, just reset the buyback cooldown as fast as you can. You know you're going to have to commit it anyways. It's not really a waste in this regard. Because Liquid, they still have the Aegis. They're not going to stop. And if you're going to hold them, it's got to be now. If you want to extend the game further, I don't think VP's lineup is the best equipped to deal with Mega Creeps.
Yeah. A Blink Dagger on our Dragonite. They can get the double initiation here with Pasha. Hidden to the north, into the trees.
He's got his ulti. He's going to need a big one too. They just don't have a lot of burst damage. And Mind Control's picked up a gem. If VP can somehow hold, they're going to get a lot of money and a lot of different things on their side as Ramsey's caught out.
Behind for Miracle, now the Terrorite comes through. That's going to stall up DP a little bit, but now the epicenter into the back line. Nails two. Miracle Matumba Man, although only at half HP. Finally, they're going to take out the Sand King. Meteor Hammer onto the Dragonite. He's down to half HP with the back. Well, VP is going to take a lot of damage over time. They have the pipe. They have the Hooded Defiance, but will it be enough? Ramsey's going through another big burrow strike. Pasha down on the three. That's going to be the Aegis down, but Pasha going to be hit by the stun. Still, Ramsey's going for that back line, but Miracle back up with life number 2. He's going to target Solo, but Dragonite, he's back into the mix. They've already taken out the heroes from behind. Venomancer's down. Miracle's going to die as well. VP hold again.
Pasha over the top was so patient in that fight. He let his team engage in the front. That's going to be a big swing in gold. They've got the gem now on their own side. And this is going to help them a lot. They're going to try to get some D-wards going. They've got the catch for Miracle now too. They don't have to worry about Dust. Huge hold for VP. They're assuming in this game that Liquid will eventually run out of steam. They're banking on it right now.
And that was just exactly what I wanted to bring up with you, Blitz. Not so long ago, we had 2 lanes of racks, Aegis and Cheese for Liquid. It was something like a 17k gold. They seemed all but over. But now, VP have shown they've taken 2 fights in a row with this build of the pipe and everything. You're going to see this damage just kind of runs out. Do you think VP can actually continue this and successfully hold against 2 early lanes of racks?
It'd be the third hold. That'd be the most important. Once you go for the third one, I don't know if Liquid recklessly decides to go for it again. And just watching this fight, Liquid, the positioning was okay, but the send back?
The send back on no one was huge because that in turn allows him to be able to come back in.
In this fight, the multi-man stuns, the epicenter from behind, they find him at an angle. He's using the Force Staff to really stretch those initiations.
I think the first time he hit Matumba Man and Miracle, and then that second initiation we saw him hit 3 different heroes.
Yeah, and Liquid right now are in the Roche pit, but there's nothing for them to claim here. And we talked about this. Once they get the gem, they are dewarding everything right now. Liquid losing a lot of their vision here. They're smoked up though. They want to take another fight.
They're losing their Chen creeps as well. Chen could not send those back to base fast enough.
Yeah. This third hold is so important. This would kind of reset the game and allow them to take the Roshan fight. But Liquid are smoked up. They understand that their lineup still has a timer on it.
Liquid. That's an interesting ward down from VP, making sure that they have some sort of vision outside of the base that won't get countered so easily.
Yeah, Liquid are waiting for the rest of the creeps to catch up and hit the base. So even if they lose the fight, maybe they get the tier 4 tower out of it, minimum.
Right.
But we see Roger, he gets spotted out. Miracle's gonna find him here.
Hey, Roger, that's gonna be a gimme. He goes for the TP away, but the snowball's already there.
And Roger doesn't have buyback. It's both on cooldown and he doesn't have the gold for it.
It's certainly not necessary for Liquid to go high ground right away, so when they see a pickoff like that, they can easily stall their push, get the pickoff, and start setting it back up. Now 35 seconds till the Chen is here again. His send back was critical on that last engagement, so he is certainly no slouch in the team fight department. Liquid taking him out.
If you look at the buybacks, no one's the one with buyback. He's got a Blink Dagger. Gonna be kind of a red herring Pasha. They might think that the life stealer is inside of him, but it is in fact in no one right now.
If they can get that quick blink in, Dragon Tail stun, that long duration combined with the life stealer, whose damage is already pretty potent. They might just be able to take somebody out of this team fight.
Yeah, they got
before
the
they
double
get any
siege
cells
wagon.
off.
The bottom lane is pushing in. The mid wave is pushing in.
All right.
Should be a very nice time for Liquid to go for it.
The 30-minute marker. Perfect for a siege wagon push like this. Double siege on all sides. They're going to take some of them, though, with the Chen. Going to try and grab the other one, maybe. Ramses, meanwhile, is dealing with mid, while we have Pasha, who's able to pretty deftly push out the bottom lane.
Yeah, it in fact looks like Liquid is just going to wait for the third Roche of the game. Get that Aegis cheese.
So the Aegis cheese didn't actually change a whole lot this time. The third time, Refresher Shard is going to be up. Do you think that changes anything for the fight?
Depends on who gets it, how they prioritize it.
I'm not sure who they give it to because there's just not a fantastic hero for it, right?
Yeah, I'd imagine Matuma Man is probably the best candidate.
Yeah.
You might want to give him cheese so that there's enough spread so that he can get the double Nova off and he doesn't just have to pop them simultaneously. There's a little bit of a delay.
Oh, see, I was thinking Aegis. Maybe he just like suicides in, you know? He first life, Novas, you know, blink in Nova, boom. Maybe they kill him. He comes back, he'll have Refresher Shard for a second Nova.
He's just a little bit tankier than Miracle is.
Yeah,
I think it's more likely that he gets cheese off than Miracle does. Miracle only has 1300 health. He's got a good amount of armor, but the effective HP on this hero is not that great right now.
And the damage over time for the Venomancer is really not that good. This close to the base against a Chen, who could just send somebody back and then they're back in the fight probably 5-6 seconds later.
Yeah. They're still continuing to just wait for the Roche. Miracle has picked up the Mjolnir.
He has a gigantic net worth lead over anybody else in this game. Solo's going to poke his head out a little bit too far, get caught, but no one immediately pounces on that initiation from Liquid. Now Liquid tries to get in with the Terrorite, and the EKB and the Rage are already activated, so that does nothing. But Matuma Man and Miracle, they're both going to try and fight this one. They see an engagement outside the base. They think they can take it, but no one. And Ramses are actually bringing down Miracle. Managed to take him out. The buyback coming out from Mike Control. This is a huge win for VP. They're going to clean up more
kill for Ramses. Mind control, you did not want to do
one more. Stop mind control. That's going to be a dieback. Give the kill to Ramses too. This lad deserves it. But they're walking away. Walk away from him and give him the rampage.
They're fine with risking it. They want Ramses to feel his way back into this game. Give him the rampage. That is such a big morale boost for the team too.
And he's gone from a Desolator to now another 2,600 gold with Roshan just around the corner.
And that is 3 times now that they have repelled Liquid. That is the magic number. They're going to go into the Roche pit. They're going to feel mighty fine about their chances now. This is the first offensive maneuver that they've made in the game. And this would be a big one. Even grabbing the tower. GH going to throw out. No one is right on his tail.
Now Roshan is going to spawn right as they take this tier 1 tower, but not sure if VP could really just go straight for it.
He brought 4 mangoes.
And just giving them up to Ramses.
Yeah, he's just everyone's getting a mango.
He wants to make sure this guy is fight ready at all times. No slowing down.
I've never seen that.
They're going to pick up the pace here. They're going to go for a smoke, see if they can get an early initiation while they're still the Underlord in the fountain.
Most of this net worth right now, the difference comes in the form of the Nature's Prophet and how low Solo is, but aside from that, it's a little bit misleading. Because VP can definitely win these fights, as they have demonstrated time after time after time. The Liquid, this is going to be a smoke, but theirs feels more desperate.
Good catch. They managed to get the successful scan. Oh, but they're actually going to fight, maybe? On this high ground, they're feeling like they can actually take the engagement.
And Miracle's trying to send somebody to the top so that Liquid can sneak into the Roshan. This is their play right now.
Yeah. Do you think it's possible for Liquid to win team fights anymore? Because I thought maybe this had to just turn into a pure split push game for them.
They can't take a straight 5-on-5 anymore. They've got to outmaneuver them. The straight 5-on-5 fight isn't really quite there for them anymore.
The top lane pushing enough that Liquid thinks they can sneak in a Roshan here, and they might be right. It's already at half HP. Pasha spotted by the wards, hit by the Ancient Creep as well. There is no way for them to be able to get inside the pit. So all of the loot of Roshan going to be found. Oh, nice pickup though. Solo managed to get to the low ground thanks to the Force Staff, and now the send back for the 10 is there as well. Roger TP's away. Nobody's going to be comped by VP, but still, Aegis, Cheese, Refresher Shard, all Liquid's bounty.
Yeah, and Mind Control is going to be the one with it.
not sure how I feel about that.
You could get the double pipe.
Yeah?
They don't stack, but you can use them consecutively, I believe, right? So you get the bubble.
Yeah. I think we gotta wait for this BKB for the Furion, though, right? He seems to just get blasted down.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Even trying to tank up as well. He's gonna try to kick somebody into his team.
You know, see if they can get somebody outside of that base for a free pickoff.
Yeah, you gotta be a little bit clever now if you're Liquid. Bashing your head against the fight is not gonna work for you as VP is coming out, getting aggressive, trying to find somebody on the map because the mid lane is pushed out. They've already got creeps at bottom. One of the better moments to get aggressive on the map.
But they can't go too far because Miracle is beginning to get that top lane a little pushed in, so VP addressed that now. It's a slow game for VP where they just gotta try and get more and more map control while still not getting caught by Liquid.
And what they're hoping for is that Liquid overcommits another time, and at that point, because you've already taken the mid tier 1 tower, then you can make your aggressive move and maybe grab a tier 2. Like, you're gonna have to whittle away Liquid. Atama man, they know he's on the low ground there because of the warp placement.
They got glimpse on him. He immediately goes for the ultimate. He's going to have the rest of his team coming in with the Dark Wave, trying to go for the save. Atama man heals himself up with a cheese, and it looks like they should be able to get him out alive. That was a lot, bro.
Miracle forces the TP.
They have to get back to the base, though. Miracle is going to be caught. Burrow strike up, follow up from no one. He does have that BKB, but he does not have a teleport out. It might just be the Aegis. Do they have a disable? They don't have anything. Maybe he could just BKB TP out. There's no disable to stop him here. Damage though? Ooh. A little close.
Little close. So he got some damage onto the tower. Was forced to use the BKB. Pasha doesn't have an ult. We're just taking stock of everything right now.
No epicenter, no BKB on the Dragon Knight as well.
Yeah, there's no cheese and no Aegis for Liquid. And even with the cheese, Aegis, and Refresher Shard, they weren't willing to push.
Yeah.
I think that kind of demonstrates where they feel like they are in the game right now.
Shiva's for the Venomancer. You could see he's really struggling with all this physical damage from the Lifestealer.
Yeah, it's got to come down to the kite game right now. The BKB is still at a healthy 8 seconds though.
Maelstrom pick up for the Dragon Knight, trying to deal with all these lanes. Pushing in, so that'll help him shove him out a little bit faster. It's a decent attack speed upgrade as well.
Mind Control's game has been slowed down so hard from that time he went for the dieback.
Yeah. He's gonna try and get a Lotus Orb.
VP are perfectly content to sit back. All their heroes continue to have room to scale.
To just start passing refresher shards all around.
Yeah. If you're Liquid,
Yeah.
I feel like everyone gets a refresher.
So we're gonna go 4 more Roshan's deep.
Yeah, or Roshan
Until we get
everyone
4 refresher shards, couple ages, or a couple of cheeses rather.
Miracle gets to use Nature Skull twice.
They have already, it's not just the top lane, it's also the throne that is a little bit exposed. They've already taken 1 tier 4, so VP. They're winning engagements and everything, but they still have to be super wary, and you could just tell from their play they're not willing to push out very often. This has been a very hard-fought comeback by them. They do not want to throw it away with one misstep against a Nature's Prophet.
Oh yeah, they're being incredibly patient right now. They're only taking risks of coming outside their base when their lanes are in good position.
Yeah, you can see it right now. They have good vision. Some of the Liquid heroes and their lanes are kind of pushed in, so they think maybe we can pop out.
Something we should discuss too is that when they lost the gem that fast after they picked it up, that really ruined Liquid's momentum too. They started to lose the vision war. They were on the side of VP. They were able to get deeper and deeper wards as a result. They know where they're taking their fights. It allows Pasha to find better angles because he knows that he's not being spotted. It means that Miracle is not this menace. You don't have to keep Dust at all times. Probably saved the amount of gold on Dust alone.
So, with it 42 minutes in here in this game one, Liquid may hold a 14,000 gold lead. Score may be 22 to 18 in their favor. None of it really matters though, because team fights have gotten harder and harder for them. VP seem to have the advantage there.
It's just a weird game because even though on paper, like, if you were to have just tuned into the game, it looks like Liquid has this massive advantage and they can win the game at any point, but they can't take the fight. But meanwhile, VP isn't really willing to leave their base because of the split push potential from the Dark Rift and the Nature's Prophet TP. So both teams are at this weird stalemate because Liquid can't afford to lose another fight, but VP can't afford to lose their base.
So what we're saying, ladies and gentlemen, is that we could be in it for the long haul. Is we're going to start playing the late game, you know, where you start looking at level 20, level 25 talents, talk about cheeses and refresher shards. It's all the fun stuff of Dota that you don't usually get to see.
Yeah. Solo's game is about picking up mangoes for his team.
Yeah, everybody else gets to play the fun late game.
Solo gets to buy 4 mangoes at a time. Just give feed them one by one. You know, it's like the old school. You just have a dude feed you fruit.
The Aghanim Scepter is complete for GH. I'm hyped. He could do so many things. Kick away the Life Stealer.
You want to see the kick?
I want to see the kick real badly. Knock somebody out of their base into the rest of Liquid.
Pierce the smell immunity too.
Yep. So Life Stealer may think that he's got a good target on somebody. Opal Moon's Rage tried to get him. Pow! Right in the kiss.
Just drop kick him. Liquid are just waiting for the next Roche, which will respawn in 20 seconds. VP are aware of that.
Boards take that double damage away from Liquid.
Oh, Mind Control popped the ulti thinking there was an engagement.
Got a little bit nervous. And it should be about that time, right, VP? They don't want to give up another Roshan. They've given up so many after all. And they do have to kind of worry about this advantage that is being built up by Liquid slowly over time. More and more of a net worth lead. They're getting more hiding items against that Life Stealer. You saw from the Tusk with the Aghanim Scepter. After that, he's going Ghost Scepter. Yet another item to deal with the Life Stealer. So, they may feel comfortable with their team fight right now, but it may get more difficult as Liquid just build and build a lead. Look at him, 32,000 net worth on this Furion. Over 10k lead over the Life Stealer and the Dragon Knight.
Yeah, but the Life Stealer hits hard. It comes with his own internal BKB. Here we go, Liquid. We kill this creep. The VP can't really know, but VP, their lanes are in a decent position.
VP.
It's the best fight that they're going to get outside their base, and that's why Liquid's going to disengage, wait for the creep wave to catch up.
They're feeling like they got to jump into the pit, realizing a bit too late. And Liquid are not there, so their Blink Dagger is not going to...
Oh, Miracle, look at this.
Yeah, he's going for it. He's got the level 25 instant TP too, so this just means the rotation is going to come hard and fast.
It's a game of chicken at this point. Liquid are daring them to go back.
Look how fast he's bringing down this Roshan too. His physical damage is actually amazing at this point.
And VP, they're hemming and hawing, but they're going to come into the fight. They're going to find GH first. GH going to snowball in.
Roshan over and the kick back on to Roger. Now the initiation comes out though. Ramses and no one have already taken out the Dark Will. Will go for the kill on Matumba Man as well. The Dark Rift out, trying to save Matumba Man's life. It's not going to make it. Double kill for Ramses, but at the base, melee Rax in trouble. Miracle is chopping down buildings, and VP just can't get their best out. Instant BKB activated by Miracle. They get the Megas and they get out. Or at least one of them will. Mind control, going to be stuck inside the base. A sacrifice well worth it though. Liquid lose 4 heroes to get Megas. VP, the time is now. They've got to push in. They've got to force some of these buybacks, but Miracle is going to be all over the map thanks to this level 25 talent. Look at him go.
Yeah, and even though Liquid, they can't take the fights, they can play misdirection on you. And I thought that the Dark Rift was being used defensively to try to get Matumba Man out. But in fact, he went for the top play.
Yeah.
They all in on the Mega Creeps. And they're going to grab them for their troubles.
They push out bottom a little bit. Boom, Miracle's
go
there. Taking that, absolutely.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to go for this tier 2. The line has been drawn. They want to try to just end the game. Even though Liquid, they can take all the buildings. They can't take a fight. They're banking on that. Miracle going to try to cut this wave. Slow things down. He still has the Aegis.
And bottom lane is already almost at the base already. Solo is going to try and hunt him down.
He's got the gem.
If he can actually spot him here, he needs to be able to hit the glimpse. He does manage to get him. Slowing down Miracle. Now no one's going to jump forward. Miracle just turns and fights, pops BKB, and they still have nothing to stop that.
Yeah, and that's going to reset things, and Liquid going to lose at tier 2, so VP get a little bit more on the map, but they still have to deal with these Mega Creeps.
Taking the wind entirely out of VP's sails as they win for that push. So now we're going to play the Mega schemes. VP did already kind of prep for this though with the Maelstroms and Mjolnirs that they grabbed.
Oh yeah, they knew that it was pretty inevitable.
Yeah.
At some point Liquid was going to go for some kind of play like that. And you can only stall that for so long.
You can see Rogers in it for the long haul as well with his GPM talent he picked up at 20.
Go for my master. Tally ho!
Yeah, just want to continue to scale. Go as late as possible. The Courier getting hunted right now.
He wants that nullifier. The Courier's going to be slowed down. He can't afford to lose. Right, nice kick back. And now Ramsey's going to have to go for the kill on Matumba Man. They do have a double damage. Miracle just challenges and actually takes off the Shen almost instantly. Still trying to catch Matumba Man. He's trying to protect him as much as possible. Another kick away. Ramsey's BKB is going to be futile here. They did manage to at least take out that Aegis, but now with the magic meter gone, Pasha's going to be in trouble. You'll Scepter protecting him. Miracle just going for the kill on DK. He's winning this fight too. With the own BKB, he's actually going for it. Ramsey's going to try and chase him down, turn him around the dragon.
In the back.
They actually take on Miracle. He's dead for 100 seconds, but he does have the buyback, and he may have to use it. He pops it now. As VP are winning this engagement, the double buyback coming in. And they do have the tier 4s under assault, so VP have to worry about the creeps as well. Another kickback. This time, onto Roger. He's dead a second time. That's a dieback as well as no one. He's gone as well. On the top lane, though,
getting
low. Control, he's already dead. That's going to be another dieback. Ramsey's to Pasha. They managed to combine force to bring him down. Now, Miracle. They can't afford to lose him. Kuro managed to protect him with the help of G8, but Pasha jumping forward. They're going to go for the kill onto the switchy support. It only takes a couple of shots to get the Shadow Realm off. The healing up. Snowball managed to save him. Ramsey with another buyback. Pasha has to be able to get out of this one. He needs his disables to be able to help out Ramsey. That kick at the end to finish him off. 2 heroes down with no buyback. 3 are still up from VP, but there's a shit ton of ancient creeps all over the place. No one has to battle through this one, trying to armless hustle against these Megas. The throne is exposed, but he's now down. It's all up to Ramsey with BKB. He's going for it, gonna get killed again. Magic immunity. It's just gonna gone, and the throne is exposed, so that is over.
Like a goddamn kickboxer. He tore them up. It kind of made me think for a second, but that was phenomenal.
GH knew exactly what he was doing. He's like, look at this guy. He's gonna get a BKB on a lifestealer. I'm gonna make him look like a goddamn fool.
That was insane. They couldn't team fight against it. Nope. Everyone was just getting kicked or punched non-stop. Liquid out-execute at the very end. VP, they made it so close.
I love the fact, too, that the first heroes that die in that final fight,